Purple rain rides again. That's for sure. That one's pinned. It's a great callback to last stream. So I'm trying a new thing with the chat. I've reset it to the default stream elements template, and we're gonna see how that looks. I think it still looks pretty bad, but you know, gonna make it work. Gonna get the stream properly kicked off here in just a minute. We should not have any ads on the music tonight, which is gonna be huge. Let me know how the volume's sounding on that. You know how the mic is sounding. I was trying to use my AirPods, but Bluetooth is always doing something wrong on Linux, so we got the votes vote today. All right. First step today. Actually, I gotta be honest. My first step for me is turning this down, music, and then I'll turn it up on your mixer. I don't know if that actually balances out. Let me know how it's next. But I need to hear it less because I need to hear myself think at least like 1%. So yeah, I just uploaded that video today, so I remember exactly what we did last time. I also just played this morning. So we have a bunch of stuff started from last time. None of it works great, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not feeling super motivated this very moment right now, tonight in time. Especially not after watching Tron Ares 2. Right now, I kind of want to do some art. And I think that's okay. I don't think we've done an art stream yet. Well, this probably isn't going to be like an art stream. But it's at least where it's going to start. So, is this it? Cool. Alright. Music is perfect. Thank you for being my eyes and ears on the field. There's no one else here. That's honestly okay with me. This is like, I recognize that the streams are less about like outreach and more just kind of like, they feel like almost kind of representative. I just read my book tonight and not streamed for at least a little bit. It would have felt like a great opportunity to like, I don't know. It's the first quit that leads to many more quittings. And so I would like to not do that. That is well, okay, so I just want to say it now. It was kind of an insignificant accomplishment, right? The thing that we did with the enemy manager. But at the same time, it's kind of really cool that we only have one placed on the map like manually, and the rest are just being hit. Maybe that's only cool to me, but Purple Rain is still kind of a spectacle. Wow, that was crazy. So an interesting thing that I noticed, and I don't know how to elaborate on this. I was playing this on my Mac, and I don't fully understand. Actually, you know what? Yes, I do. I know exactly what it is. Mode, viewport, aspect, keep, scale mode. Yeah, that'll never happen again. So yeah, now the viewport. Good stuff. Okay, so these tiles are such a mess. And unfortunately, this is not going to be the stream where we make them a little bit better. This is just going to be the stream where we do the art that I've been putting up. Wow. Okay, so this isn't gonna work. We can't just copy paste it. So we have to remember what makes a tile tile. And that's going to be the well, actually, what have I just done here? Does this work? So okay, so that actually is fine, but that only gives us one layer of depth. We still need a complete tile version. And what does that mean? All it means is we're going to do this. Now the problem, there's no problem. We take the whole thing down by one. Does that fix it? it's a height problem. That said, they're 16 by 16, so they're still divisible by 2. So it can work. What needs to happen here? Well, let's place to see where it needs to. Yeah, the problem is one of them's going to be uneven. It's difficult. Answer. I guess just make a different variant. I mean, so what does that look like? Does that look crazy if it's like 3 gaps? No, I honestly think it's kind of just fine, to be honest. We'll see how it looks. If it's like really offensive, we'll do something about it. Time will tell. That's a curious thing. Where did that go? It's really funny that there's an export for Twitter. Where did it go? Oh, I said sample divest. It doesn't look crazy to an outsider. Okay. Works for me. There's no T there. Yeah, we're right. What is happening? Oh, there. Physics layer. Alright, now big moment of truth. Big moment of truth. Gotta happen. Oh, this is like Brain World. I like this one. I do feel like I'm in Rain World right now. I like put my other equipment about it. Do you know what we're missing? Did not mean to just destroy it like that. So now do that. Up down here. We'll make it all look better later. But yeah, so that's okay. And then this should be the new bot. Yep. What is this playlist? I'm just gonna pop it in. Relaxing vibes, 12 hours of copyright free back. Nothing quite like it. Nothing quite like it. Okay, so yeah, now we have to come up with all the like funny bracket pieces. But it should look significantly better. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, but like you see the vision. Okay. So we need to. It's kind of a bummer that we're already making the sprites ugly like this. We're gonna have to do like a non-rough sprite sheet one of these days. Today, it's not the day for that though. Actually, so yeah, we need to grab this whole little bend, go that part. And so what we need to do is honestly grab this piece, but actually no, we need to grab it because no, I had the right idea the first time. So grab this one, pop it there, but then this time we'll add border to it. We just need to bring this together. That something looks a little bit unhappy there. Well, and then yeah, this also doesn't work, but that's fine because it's a corner piece. Well, so I guess it's allowed to have this then. Sure. We'll just see how this goes. It didn't end up where it needed to. Is that right? Yeah. Slowly get there. Yeah, and so now we also need a again, this is so scuffed, but we'll flip it, place it, bring it over. Just kind of just that. $12. Guys, we grab 12. Yes. Cleaned it up though. It's got a brim. Oh, well now everything's wrong. Well, actually, no, it's fine. So as long as this is here, that maybe. No, again, not right because this has a border on the bottom too. So is the answer to bring everything up? No. Maybe. You know, honestly, here's my honest reaction. Crazy thought, this one. Pretty brave new idea. Let's see it. Oh, the opposite. There it is. And so now we just need the corner piece. Be good to go. It's kind of the goal, at least for right now, until we have a better idea of what we're doing visually. Simpler building blocks to kind of flesh things out. Because, I mean, that is definitely, it's kind of important that that's one of the next thoughts here is the kind of next steps. Yeah, we can create, I was thinking I like it as well. We can create some like just deliberate corner pieces. So we can do like an extension of this guy. And then we'll just have it kind of round off like that because like here. Otherwise, we'll just have it continuous brick. And then so that'll, yeah, I think. We'll flip it around. So now we have. And we will add these ones once again. And then we need to add some physics layer as well. And now, oh, well, that's an issue too that we'll have to address. Right there. So that looks better. And then right now, I guess there's also an assumption that these ones, well, this one's right here. Bugs or plants growing. My kind of idea for it, at least for now, like originally, has been moss, but bugs is kind of fun. Okay, so we can also build a slightly darker version. We could do like a little shading kind of thing here. But yeah, look at that. We're starting to be able to like actually just, yo, what's going on, man? Just doing a bit of an art stream right now. I honestly, I committed to getting on stream when I uploaded today, and I really didn't want to. So I think the next best compromise was to just do something kind of low key. So we're just chilling, making some art. Gonna try and make some like levels, maybe kind of not like levels, but maybe get a better idea of what level design is gonna look like. But yeah, just kind of looking to fill out the map a bit, kind of flesh things out. How you been doing, man? I see that you're back on the YouTube mic grind. Not the YouTube mic grind. I was gonna say YouTube grind, my friend. I just like totally fucked up. Oh, I said a bad word on YouTube again. Only happens when I stream. I've been so good about not messing up when I make videos. Make a goblin or orc? Yeah, that's a great idea. I was thinking about we need some kind of like behemoth enemy. And so I think a goblin or an orc would be great. I think some kind of big orc dude would be awesome. And he could be dark green, or he could be purple, like Purple Knight. And together they could still be Purple Rain. So that's promising. That's promising. And we still can't use paint bucket. We just need to cut off the corners. You know, the better way to do this is not to actually individually resprite these. It's to apply some kind of shader or visual effect, because this is kind of really annoying. Cross that bridge when we get there. We're just pitching everything down a little bit and over to the side, just to make sure that we're keeping the same kind of tones. This didn't work. This did not work. We didn't bring this one over. Still not looking good. Still looking bad. That'll work. That'll work. Purple Wizard Man. Oh man. Back on. Let's see. Editing. Gaming company in Virginia. Voice acting connection. Purple Wizard Man, green orcs. Yeah, I like this idea. I like this idea. Huge W, man, on the connects, though. Congratulations, my friend. Big things in 2026, and we're only, what, 10 days in? Let's see how these look. Well, actually, oh, hold on. I need to... Is there some kind of way to automate that? I wonder, because I kind of really hate doing that every time. We should do it every 2. It's not gonna work. Math isn't gonna math on that one. Unless we're okay with diagonals. We might be okay with diagonals. We'll auto tile this later. We will set up auto tiling because I think auto tiling is cool. Okay, yeah. Actually, no, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little trick of the light. Whoa, I just wrote code because the side screen flipped. Purple Knight equals Corrupted Knight. This is huge. I like this. So yeah, this is all starting to come together. We could have an evil wizard, and you could have orcs, and you could also have evil knights that he's corrupted. Did paint, okay. Oh, well, no, this is actually terrible. This is not implicit that it's going to be each corner. Am I really about to... Okay, well, that one actually made itself. Oh, and actually, hold on. We don't have to do any extra... Yes, we do. So that's top left, that's top right. There's too many combinations of these, man. Let's just focus on top left and top right. That's how I'm... What happened? Oh, we messed up. We didn't do anything. I did. I didn't mean to bring you guys into this. Sorry. So we need to undo that. Redo this. Hold on, we're almost there. Fill it in. And then bring this guy back. Oh, bring it all together. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. But no, it's not. Because where's the whole... I just... I'm getting lost in the sauce here. As... Don't show it again. I always want to overwrite that wrong. What's going on? Am I not seeing something? These two. Oh. Alright, we're back. We're here. It took a second. That was really slow. I don't know what that means. But I'm not a fan. But yeah, that wasn't really significant. It's fine, because now we can just change the... Just see how it looks. Yeah, it's pretty jank. I can't look at that. I can't do it. Well, why not? So, one more of those, one more of those. Better. And then what needs to happen here? I guess I need to have a... Some of these are just really extra because, I mean, honestly, for an effect like this, I'm not actually going to hand tile this. This is going to be some kind of like shadow thing. So I'm honestly just going to call that okay for now. Big fan of the fact that there's just some like solid floors that are happening. We can also... Alright, so I think the last thing I want to do is add... Oh, this is actually kind of fine. As far as just like being able to like make some map to move around on, we'll make the actual tile set better down the line, but that's what I'll do, at least just for the time being, is place some tiles and maybe create some wall on either side, just so that way there's some kind of bounds to it all. Oh, that one's not the right one. You consider it a weapon where you make a sword, like a flail or something. Thinking of how many night games or swords. That's a great point. Not trying to make that a focus and new weapons. Yeah, no, I mean, I hear you, man. I think, like, right now, it is all pretty, like... I mean, I'm not trying to, like, hate on myself. It's very, like, super surface level. So, I do agree. I think opportunities to, kind of take some creative liberty should be explored. I think some kind of alternate melee weapon makes a lot of sense. I think especially this early on, there's no reason not to At least experiment, right? They can still carry me. You might need a horse. I remember the eagle pet was a fun idea. Still got that. But yeah, sword's pretty sad. Okay, so yeah, we're boxed in for now. Oh, that would be funny. That would be funny. You could just like move fast, have like a galloping walk sound or something. Okay, so that's fine. And then, how are we doing the background right now? Oh, is it literally just a sprite? Well, we can do something about that. Hold on. I've done something. Eagles messenger birds. Back. Still love the eagle messenger quests. I mean, honestly, you guys both make really good points. I don't know. Can't confirm or deny the eagle and his messaging capabilities. I don't even know. Just messing with guys here. Yeah, that's not right. Let's undo that. We'll add parallax later. We actually need parallax. Or we'll make our own. But that's not, that didn't actually just stretch, because I need to do the region. Oh yeah, maybe it could actually like be some like Pokemon games. Messenger bird, you upgraded pigeon to pigeon to raven to eagle. That's another animation that I would really like to see in here sooner or later, is him actually looking up and down with the camera. I think that was a nice little addition. We can thank Hollow Knight for oh yeah, Pinch. He can start as like a little itty bitty tiny. That would be good. Okay, just because it's actually still on my mind, we are going to just select these and make them taller so we can't see the top of it. Then I will stop. Just arbitrarily doing this. Because now, so enemies are over here, and then we have nothing going on over here. And so we can add, if we do some new sprites, we can add But yeah, honestly, let's take a look at yeah. I don't know, so I was thinking about that this morning when I was working on the video actually. I mean, oh, actually, that's embarrassing to admit, but yeah, I was finishing it when I woke up this morning. But I don't know. I think I like the idea of it being like a more up kind of thing, but I have to start like actually thinking about like the kind of level design of it all, right? And I haven't really built those kinds of spaces, and so I think it would make for an interesting challenge to kind of experiment with that. Um, but I think really it's gonna have to be like a time will tell kind of. Let's see. So I'm kind of imagining this guy. It'd be like giant tower. See, so this is the sort of thing I was imagining, right? I don't know. I like the idea of having like big staircases of some kind. I don't know if that's like super vague and unhelpful when thinking about this all, but like the ascent theme I think could be really interesting if we like kind of play into it. I just don't know like what are gonna be some good ways to make that happen. Also, what is a goblin like work fellow wear? It's gonna look kind of weird. Um, oh, we're just on such a small canvas that we can't really. Um, oh, this is gonna be kind of weird. I didn't think about what this size meant for our dude's face here. Feel more orcish. Yeah, I feel like he needs to look bigger if he's gonna be like an orc fella. Okay, this his face geometry is getting confusing. So the idea is that this is an ear. This is another ear. Does that need to be lower? Yeah. Can we do that? Just doesn't look serious. Time for inspiration. Control. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I'm honestly looking for. I mean, this is like too specific though. This is like way too specific. They have guns. They're from like Warcraft or Warhammer. Yeah, what are they? What are they? Big guys, little towel. Yeah, the underbite seems important. Pointy ear. I don't know how to describe this guy's got just crazy work. He spoke to me. Oh, here we go. We got something simple here. He's not giving me like ogre, but I do like, oh, this guy's cool too. Alright, so these guys are playing pro. Okay. These are like super simple though. I want to say these are like 8 by 8, but I think these are 16 by 16. Do we need to go up in our pod size? I'm using so many windows tonight. That is crazy. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 open. So all these guys are really managing to play off the single pixel eyes. And I think that they're achieving that through the use of like some fun contrast. But the problem is that like this very simple level here, everything ends up looking really cute. And that's my concern. So yeah, what if we experiment with some like helmets of some kind? Let's figure out his body a little bit and then like make him look less like a potato. So I think if we try, hear me out. We want to try and just give him like a green body. And then we're gonna find him. Cyclops, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. Well, so actually, yeah, oddly enough, I feel like I can better see it now, because his jaw is gonna come in around here, and then he's gonna have like a big old ugly eyeball, and he's gonna have some teeth poking out. Yeah, and then I don't have to worry about one eye. It makes the real estate on his face easier to manage. We're losing the arms right now, but that's okay, because we're trying to find the bot. We're trying to find the bot. Okay. So for this, I think we need like that. Make it like a little darker back here. We just don't want to end up with too many different colors, but we don't want to be reinvented the Hulk. Yeah, he kind of looks like a booger. I don't know if you remember like the dude from the Mucinex commercials, but he's somewhere between like old Hulk and that guy. He's like creeping too. I definitely don't trust him, but I think that should be a good goal. Is for him to not be too trustworthy. No, I think we're losing the plot. Yeah, I don't think that's the right plot. Let's try a more like eyeball kind of color thing. How do we make this eyeball? How do we turn this into like an actual living creature from this green blob? The answer may surprise you. Answer may surprise you. Oh, here we go. I mean, this guy clearly went through the same thing that I did. I'm so scared that we're gonna end up with something that looks like this. I'm not hating on anyone's stuff. I don't have, but like, you know, have this dude soon. I think we'd be lucky if we ended up with this dude. So here we go. Here's our guy right here. Dang it. That's our guy for sure. Does he have shoes on? I don't know. I think I like him more without his footwear. He's just got some dirty dogs on the floor. He's ready to hit the road. So that guy also believed in the like yellow in the eye, but he went for yellow and orange. But these colors are way too extreme. Can I just find a better palette maybe? Can we look at those and see, like this one's speaking to me. Look at all these orc colors. Whatever. So like, yeah, instead of making my own, this one's that one from now on. This one, no, it's not. This isn't just drop in. I don't want to pull off here. I think we just have to keep going for it. But the main thing that we can get from this, I think, is this is a more responsible yellow color. And then, can we find... This is such a problem. I mean, what if we did like a really big eyeball? Ginormous eyeball. Now he looks like, what is the Half-Life guy? I'm having such a moment. From Planet Zen. What are they called? I don't know. But the little one eyeball dudes. That's what we've just we're making Half-Life 3 now, guys. This would have person wants to see artistry at work. Mike Wazowski. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of got that vibe going too. I don't know why I can't think of the name of these guys right now. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I haven't played Half-Life in a while. Glad that you're enjoying the insight in here, man. This is literally what it looks like. I hate to admit it. This is a reason why I'm not professional, probably. Because, yeah, I'm just kind of guessing. We're figuring it out while we go. What if we do like a... Well, so the problem, we need to find the color between this and this, because it needs to, like, almost blend. I don't know my color stuff like that. Well, either way, this is not where his eyeball belongs, but it's anywhere that it does belong. This is crazy. So he has an ear here. His eyeball is like in the wrong place right now. He hit the gas station Benjamin, and his eye moved. And I'm really sorry for him. See, like, he's just too small to even have, like, a mouth. Like, we could do that. But where's his jaw? It has to be darker, I guess. Well, I guess he could have an outline. Oh, he's got like the craziest bite right now. He's going crazy right now. Oh man. This is tough. His teeth look so huge and they don't look like teeth. He looks way too... And now he just looks sad. But then if we do the teeth like that, now they're like crazy, so I don't really know. Do we try and like get rid of one of them? Maybe. And then... Well, actually, yeah, so hold on. What if he had like I'm imagining too much detail. I'm imagining him having like a forehead roll. I mean, so right now the problem is he doesn't have a head. He's got this like weird shape. This is a good observation though, because I think part of his issue right now is anatomically he's really confusing. We need to figure out where his head belongs. And I think it's like here. Yeah, so we need to let's just deconstruct him. Because we can always control Z, we can always go back. Let's figure out what's not working. Let's just remove him. Let's actually just remove all this for a second. Are his legs working? I don't know. Is his body working? I don't really know. Like, altogether, it kind of, again, looks like somewhere down the line he tried to be a Mega Man sprite. Yeah, I don't know how I've been okay with this for a while. There's something very bad happening here. Something very bad happening here. So, when we had this head shape, something was going okay. So let's cut away all this extra stuff. Let's just think about this for a second. Let's just think about this dude. Could always start with the wizard fellow, maybe a corrupted knight 5. That's a good idea as well. That's a good idea as well. I'm going to try and give this one more pass. I'm going to see if maybe we can be a little bit more intentional about the creation of his body. Because really what we need is a big, strong guy. And the problem is I just don't know what he's going to be doing with his arms. It's really easy to make him just sitting here. But that's not likely Disco to do that. Body is limited because he's in a small box. I agree. I think I'm hitting a wall with the 16 by 16. I think that is his biggest issue. It's like, let's see, imagine Bracken Survivor Kingpin attack. Yeah. Well, so I also imagine that he's got like a wooden stick that's like the same color as This little pants here. It's just like evil weapon. Alright, so we can just make a new tab. So this is twice the amount of canvas room. But the problem is, so here's the issue. So each tile on the map is 16 by 16. And I believe that our friend here, no, he's not the size of one tile, is he? Yeah, no, he is. He's off by like 2. But relatively similarly sized to all the tiles on the map. Time this hour in search of something, run into these guys. Yeah. Yeah, they're like the protectors of the loot. So for the wizard guy, we gotta be careful. Well, okay. We'll say that he's gonna be 20. So, yeah, let's. Oh wow, thanks for the filtering. Really glad that it made my sprite fuzzy. So we don't even need this open. So I guess we'll try again. So our basic vibe for this guy, right, is we can just kind of imagine a little cloaked fella. Little cloaked man. Maybe we can imagine this is some of his wizarding happening here. And then comes forward. Yeah, hold on. I think we're still. I think we may have lost it. Maybe not. We have to be very careful not to just make the guy from Noida, okay? It's very important. It's very, very important that we do not do that. It is all but essential. Yet it is all too simple. Ever too easy. Yeah, he must be wider. It's way too skinny. Grow fat with strength, my friend. You must become a powerful wizard. Hardest tagline in the Destiny franchise. Thanks for that one, Callus. Rest in peace, Destiny. What a blast that was. Oh dear. He's not tall enough to be a cool wizard guy. I mean, there's no height restrictions on who can be a tall wizard guy. I'm not like trying to put rules on it or anything. I don't know anything about wizard guy. He doesn't have arms right now. Maybe he doesn't though. Maybe he has. How do we give him like arms in his sleeves? I don't even know. It's got to have some hands. I feel like maybe this guy. My problem is right now, I'm just thinking of the lunar cultist from Terraria. Sorry. Because they show up. Yeah, here it is. I hate to say it. This is like my biggest issue in game dev ever. Is you start coming up with an idea and you're like, oh man, this image is so clear in your mind, and it's like, oh, it's because I have a couple hundred hours in the game that I saw that in. And so we can't make this guy, and our goal is to be a little more complex than this guy, right? He's it's kind of crazy, unexpected results for Noidle. Man, what are you gonna do with the internet? Yeah, so he needs sleeves. How do we give him little sleeve arms? Oh, I just got rid of his other little foot. He has no arms. That's such an unfortunate fate that I've bestowed upon him. Well, actually, he looks kind of cool. It's kind of coming together just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't like that pixel. It doesn't look good. I don't know if I like the one hand being like the chevron and one being the square. I can't tell. Yeah, he needs some colors. He needs some colors. It's happening. What color should his robe be? He's got to have the purple accents. It could just be a darker purple. Not that. Red and purple, good color combo. Ooh, yeah, we could do some red accents. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so he's starting to look a little bit funny, actually. We need to address his hands. Yeah, we'll do something about the hands soon. We'll do something about the hands soon. They're not going to stay like that. So maybe we figure out what he looks like a little bit more. Instead of just pretending with the little blobs. Because now that we're starting to fill in some color, it's becoming obvious that there's some issues. And maybe a little too wide, actually. No, so it's actually not an issue with the width, it's an issue with the angle. This needs to go in more, this needs to come down further naturally, and then we can bring that up, bring that over. And a little more intuitive, we need to bring it up a little bit. He's kind of got like a little bit of a lean, but that's okay. What are we doing with 16 wizard? What are we doing with his little feet? Aspirational. So he's got little steppers. He's integrated. He's got the dogs out, stepping. Little itty bitty step. Little fella. Big fan. Little fella. Great to meet you. Okay, so I don't know. I'm realizing right now that I have like a preconceived notion of what this is supposed to look like, and I am a victim of that right now. Because yeah, how about that? There's like so many different ways to go about doing the wizard guy. There's no right answer here. See, right now I kind of not fully rocking with him though. He needs something. No, he's not a wizard. He's like a weird thing. He's close to being a wizard. Oh, you know what he needs? Needs to be clear that he's like a wizard guy. Well, that's not right, but you know what I'm saying. It needs to be more clear that he's wearing like a wizard hat. Well, not like a wizard hat, but like he's a hooded figure. What color does that need to be in? Because with the outline, is it included? Oh yeah, okay. And then, yeah. And then we do like that. And we also need to add just like a little bit, slightly darker maybe. No, that's not the right perspective. This needs to come out slightly more. He's coming together. Oh, glowing red eyes. There you go. There you go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Not quite like that. Okay, again, I think we might be feeling the space constraint thing. Because again, I think he wants to have cool eyeballs, but he cannot. Let's try really dark red with beady eyes. Oh, that's not even dark red though. Yeah, he just looks like he needs to smile with those eyes. That is not a frightening wizard. He is not casting spells, at least not very good.
Yeah, I don't think it's his fault though. He's trying. The light is becoming a total mess. I am killing the story here as we speak. Not really. I just need to figure out where it's moving. Why? Uh, Maybe it's fine. Sure. Yeah. No. The fine key, kind of place could be lying. Yeah, I could like old school, old fashioned get him and hit him with like oh, you thought he was a little smiley face. He's actually evil jump scare. Didn't see that one coming. Yeah, or he could just be like a deceptively nice guy. Like he could just be like one of those people that you meet. If you play the game long enough and talk to him enough, you realize that he's just not actually very cool. Uh, Bro's bugging. Yeah, he does have a little bit of. I feel like Bro's got some wares for sure. If we have coin, that is. It's not giving me Khajiit. Favorite type of merchant. Sure. Music's getting serious right now. Yeah, low-key. Low-key, he could be given a little merchant vibe. I'm kind of imagining that he's got like a cool little, like, almost gold-looking little trinket. Little trinket that he wears. It's like his little magic pendant. Because he's all magic and stuff. He's wearing it too high up though. He must wear his little trinket lower. Because he's a wizard. Given the wizard an hourglass figure. I'm just imagining that there's a dude down there somewhere. And he's gotta have some shape. Well, let's avoid like any kind of like inherent callbacks to any kind of existing religious or otherwise imagery. Just for safety. Ubisoft knows what they're doing, or at least they used to. Try to get in there and tell stories from other places. I don't have the knowledge. We're just gonna make stuff up. That's not the first time. Could be a wizard merchant that says we spell some stuff. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I think that's a cool idea. I also think that it's a cool idea to go back to the original kind of. No, I'm losing it. There's something that I'm seeing in here that is correct. Oh, it needs perspective. I think is what I'm experiencing right now. Oh, what? Hold on, bear with me. I'm seeing something. We're not, no, we're losing them. We're losing them. Well, the square is a problem. There was something in there that we're losing sight of right now. But maybe not. Maybe it's okay. Evil wizard with a completely different design. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that this one is like a good like warm-up wizard. Like this is a trustable guy. What's honestly nice about him is that we could set this one up and use it to build some like dialogue, basic interaction, start testing out spells. And so it never hurts to have like a little dude like this around. Oh, purple merchant. That's what I'm talking about. I think we need colored shoes. Maybe not though. I just want bro to have cool footwear, but I think it's supposed to be like mysterious and understated. Need to do like something cooler with bro. I'm not happy with this right now. More can be done here. It's okay. It's okay. That will always be true. That will always be true. Let's just sample the scenery a little bit more before we release Purple Knight into the world. I mean, it would be awesome to figure out some kind of way. The evil wizard might need a killer beard. Might need a really good beard. Because that's kind of like some good lore here. Always. Oh, well, that's actually kind of interesting. Kind of a good point. Some of these are bringing up. There's not really a lot of indication as to like the shape, the existence of like the panel of the rope. We could add like a piece in the middle. And we don't really have enough like width to add like a seam around the edge. And the Cyclops is waiting for you to make him pretty. Oh yeah. Is there anywhere else doubled up? That's not. To make it look wrinkled. Yeah. What in the world? Oh man. Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're doing some art today. Right now, we're trying to make a wizard. Trying to make a wizard. It was going to be an evil wizard. Okay, well, actually, it was going to be a orc or a goblin. And then it was going to be an evil wizard. Now it's like... I mean, Jawa is actually, once again, oddly kind of on point, because this is kind of our little merchant wizard. So, yeah, let's just, there he is. Um, yeah, the face is honestly proven to be the most difficult thing right now. Okay, so another thing that could be good. So I think part of maybe what I was imagining earlier is, well, what happens if we smush it? Yeah, no, we lose the whole perspective. Yeah, I think we have enough perspective here. The problem is I think that it should be more asymmetrical maybe. We will see. I don't know. Let's ship him. What is it? Control Alt Shift S. Did they add? Wait, yeah, Control Alt Shift S. The wizard. Development sprites. Wait. Cycle 2. Yeah, we're good. Hold on. Nearest. Wizard is big. Wizards and goblins, but never any ghouls. This is good. Imps or golems. Yeah, you know, honestly, you're making a really good point. A lot of lack of representation here. We have an opportunity to expand the fantastical creatures that we have here. We gotta defend our new wizard friend here. Okay. Not the worst thing I've ever seen, far from the best. Far from the best. Flying enemy through him. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I like this plan. This is very, very good stuff. Yeah, so, well, I trust him for now. Alright guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to refill my water real quick. And when I get back, we are going to make some kind of little creature. Maybe we will try and keep going on this guy. Maybe we'll make a cool little imp. I think that could be kind of cool. Because I totally see what you're saying, man. I don't know. I think I'm kind of blending like the cave bats with the imps from Terraria. But now that you put it in context with the God of War, I see the vision. I see the vision. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. Not really. Give me like 5 minutes tops, 3 to 5 minutes. Take a moment to think. Maybe get some water yourselves. I'll be right back. Thanks for checking out the stream tonight. It's super fun. Right, successful hydration stop. Oh, wrong scene. What do? We keep it going. Okay, so I am curious. Other imps and God of War bat. Which little fellows are you thinking about? Are we talking like these kinds of guys? Are we talking little bat fella? What do we have in mind here, team? How did we get Warbat from? All right, harpies, very cool, very cool. God of War harpies. Creepy. This picture's like so small. Yeah, I gotta be so honest. I haven't played these games in so long. I'm definitely due for like an adult life replay of this franchise. So they got the crazy like wings, creepy little feet. They just look generally like aggro. Harpy battle very hard. Is that Agent 47? Just a bat. Yeah. Played them all leading up to Ragnarok. Still very good. That is excellent news. I trust and believe it. I mean, I feel like generally a game franchise like with reputation like that, it's gonna age. Okay, no, I'm doing the 16 by 16 thing again. We're not gonna make that work, especially not on a winged creature. Shout out emulators. Yeah, did you play it on like PS3 emulator, RPCS3 by any chance, or did you go a different avenue? I've heard that PS2 emulation has gotten pretty good since the last time I checked it out. PS3 emulation is still really good. I hear that. I don't know if it's like a topic YouTube doesn't love, but I hear that PS4 emulation is getting really good too. I haven't set it up yet just because the strain it puts on my internet to download all the required files is quite high. But I'm very excited. I was reading recently that the latest builds of Shad PS4, with some of the patches for Bloodborne, you can run like native 60 on Steam Deck now, which is cool. Yeah, I wanted to emulate the Metal Gear games, but then I jailbroke my PS3 and I was just gonna try and like find copies of them to actually just play on the device. Now the PS3 is like back there and I haven't done it, and I still haven't played them. I did start Death Stranding though, so that's good. Well, start is kind of a soft way to put that. I'm 60 hours in and I'm halfway. I haven't played since August though. I need just a little bit of visual idea. Pinterest is not gonna give me exactly what I'm looking for. Pixel that is where we're gonna start, because if we search pixel harpy, we're just gonna find Terraria harpies. This isn't very good either. Pixel, I think we're also just gonna get, no, okay, this is good, this is good. That's actually kind of, let's take a look at this. No, not the bat. Let's not end up on the Terraria wiki. Yes, that's a really funny idea, actually. And actually, so I'm curious. I'm just curious. Let's try 16 by 16 again, just because we could do this. So yeah, we keep the kind of simple wing structure that we come to know and love from the Terraria bat, right? Which, but we don't want to like, no, we can't do the 16 by 16. We need the bigger canvas. So yeah, I like the idea. We kind of keep the yeah, no, totally. But so I like this idea. The wing shape is very simple here, but then we can build out like a body on top of it. These guys are so silly, man. Just actually started the yearly Terraria playthrough. What are some other winged creatures that we can consider into this? Ooh, okay, so I like the kind of coming up and over. Oh, wrong window. Just experiment a little bit. Well, actually, I'm very confused. How are they, that angle, yeah, it's not really possible to do that super clean. So we have to block it in a little bit. And this is killing me right now. I think part of it is that we still have purple light open for so long. Can't be open yet. Scouts enemies, we should start slow. I think a flying enemy and normal enemy, big enemy are essential though. No, I totally agree. I apologize. I know I'm sitting here spinning in circles right here at the start. I think once we like kind of find some kind of groove to get into, we'll be able to start at least getting some kind of placeholder. But I completely agree with you. I think like if we're gonna, even if we just placeholder Purple Knight for now, then it's important that we also placeholder the other archetypes because we can build out basic AI for each different type of enemy. We can figure out how to tie them all into the kind of enemy management system. And then we can also, those same mechanics that we build out for the enemy can kind of inform some of the different attacks or abilities that we can add to our player as well. So I think all of those things together forms of, ooh, that's a fun little dude. Oh, he transforms. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I like the little blob creature. Like the little blob creature. Make sure you actually like project notes some comments on. Yeah, we're making a lot of reading great points this evening, man. No, I mean totally. Cause yeah, I mean it's I think I've talked about it a little bit in the videos. I think like cumulative time spent, today's like I believe, the 5th stream. And so, like, realistically, we're not even like a full third of the way into the time I want to commit here, but we're getting up close to that. And so, like, that was part of kind of what that recap at the end of today's video was all about, is I do want to start making a little bit more progress. Tonight's stream isn't the best example of that because I was honestly really dragging ass even getting on here. I'm happy to be like at least working on something, but the next stream is definitely gonna be much more productive. It might be tomorrow night, but it might be Monday night. I have some kind of a class thing on Monday during the day. I don't think I have anything on Tuesday. I'm gonna try and do this week's video ahead of time so I can upload that either Wednesday or Friday. But Wednesday through Friday, I'm gonna be super busy with class again. So did kind of make this on a whim. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, this was kind of a spur of the moment thing. JJ was in here on that first stream. He started throwing stuff out. He started kind of putting it all together. But no, I appreciate that, man. I think we're getting some good stuff done. A little bit before you got here, big boy. We also, it wasn't much, but we did some more tile stuff, and so we can kind of make the maps. Well, I don't want to say we can make the maps. We're not anywhere like that. Like, we're not making any complete spaces yet, but we have a little bit more agency over the spaces that we can create with the tiles that we have. So, like, I think as far as just doing some like spring cleaning, some housework, we're doing all right. 15 viewers too, yeah. Thanks, guys, for a Saturday night on a whim. That's pretty cool. I like these kinds of shapes that we have going on here. Well, so that's a different approach that we could try too. We could try doing like some more like silhouette focused stuff and try and just fill in some blots. I don't really like doing this though when I have just my mouse. I don't have the driver set up for my my drawing tablet on Linux yet. And so we're just using the mouse now. This was that kind of angle that I was trying to figure out earlier. And I like the way that this has kind of done that. But again, I don't want to just completely blink it. And so, just kind of getting a feel for that. Little Shadow Bat is kind of neat. He's very not in scope at all. And kind of most of these guys are not helping us too much. I don't know. This helps me when I'm in this kind of like figuring stuff out stage to just kind of like, I know it looks probably like doom scrolling, but I'm just kind of like taking it all in. That's cool. That's Volcarona. Is that like a mega evolution that I haven't seen? Definitely want a good color contrast with the map. Characters. Don't want to blend into any backgrounds. For sure. Yeah, so far the only colors that we're like super kind of calling back on a lot are these yellows and these reds. The latter's pretty placeholder. Definitely need to do something. I think in general, in your point about washing things out, I think we have a kind of like really ugly washing out in the ground, and we'll just work on that. Bugs are cool. Bugs are cool. I'm a big bug fan. Bugs could be super neat. I mean, so that's the great thing, right? Like we just need to, we're just making stuff. There's no rules to any of it. So we can kind of just, worst case, we make something that we don't like, and that's fine. Nothing is going to fly from those. This isn't working. Pixel art fantasy creature, not happening. This isn't quite giving us our... that's a cool little robot, dude. Okay, we've got some fun little goblins in here now. Start in a dungeon, person escape, climb to the top. Some good motivation there. I'm really appreciating you guys helping me figure out how we're gonna get this ascension going. Wait, where's it work? Merchant job operates your hour. Yeah, we could have something like the Oblivion opening sequence. He could come tell us that, you know, it's our destiny to get to the top of the tower, make things right. And then that's why it's a roguelite, because we just have to keep doing it every time that we fail. Oh, Wisp. Good idea. Wisp, good idea. I'm not gonna take that from him, but that was a great thought that he had. It launches you upward and then fall back down, making you start over. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm kind of trying to imagine what a reset is gonna look like. Well, because exactly like you're saying, I think that there is a balance that we have to consider, especially when we're calling it a roguelite, not like a full roguelike per se, right? Because there is the consideration of the more casual player who wants to retain some progress long term as they're chipping away and accomplishing things, but even not necessarily singling out the more casual player, just generally speaking. Sometimes it's nice to have those checkpoints, and how are we going to dictate significant progress? This guy's got the classic storm. These little guys are good too. Ooh, good idea. He gave him a stick. Gave him a stick. Little men. Be ambitious for a Shifu tech reset. You die and move forward in time. I don't think necessarily. I think depending on, you know, at what point in development we started like taking that more seriously, that wouldn't be too crazy. So I'll be honest, I haven't played Shifu, and I apologize if I'm saying that the wrong way. Can you elaborate on this mechanic just a little bit more? I've heard about this game, but I don't know a whole lot about the specifics. So the idea of like moving time forward isn't too crazy, because there's ways that we can kind of play with how the game engine is handling time, or alternatively, we can just fake it. We can fake the passage of time if we build some kind of arbitrary time system. Keep ending up in these like single color. They look great, but they're not. I mean, everything's helpful. Everything's giving ideas. This is great. There's nothing to do with what we're looking at right now. That perspective is wonderful. Skeletons. Seeing lots of good skeleton and stuff. The tower becomes a little tougher, more stronger, but I'm tracking. Yeah, I'm liking the sound of this. Because it's cool, it is. It's an opportunity to add not only like gameplay emphasis, but you can also add continuity to the world. As long as we execute it the right way. Especially, you know, with all this magic involved, it's a great way to build the kind of myth of this world that we're cooking up. Yeah, we're losing this thread here. Let's try following this one. Cactus guy. This is from like a game that I guess I just don't recognize. Okay, I said a couple minutes ago that this wasn't doom scrolling. We were gonna get inspiration to make something. It's turning into doom scrolling. Let's try and make big guy again. Ooh, yeah, we could gnome. Got named classic. Video is not actually that funny to me, but I laugh so much just because I referenced it to LLM one time. It's a classic internet reference. Yeah, what if we have like a whole roster of little dudes that help us out? I mean, that kind of makes sense. It does kind of make sense. But not every game has a gnome and a wizard. Not everyone has a gnome and a wizard friend. Merchant could be supporter number 1. Yeah. What are we gonna get for good news? Right. Yes. Could be the corner for. Yeah. Yeah. Making powerful allies. Interesting. It's weird when you search for gnome, other than this guy, and this is AI generated, it looks like, unfortunately. I don't know. Yeah. Here he is again. He's just always just like walking through. Making an impact. That little gnome guy. This one's special. Oh, whoa. we're finding the gnome art. Too small to have the buttons be that ginormous. They can only be 1 pixel, but even then they're not gonna look right. We'll figure that out in a second. Weapon dealer, no. Sounds pretty scary to me. Yeah, he's like, he looks like Captain Price if he was a gnome. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting. I like that gnome. See some stuff. Little gnome arm. Dang, little gnome arm is tiny. That's not right. Maybe it is. It needs to be lower to the ground. Yeah, I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing. It could be like some kind of a smithing ogre. There could be many layers down. Oh, we've run out of space for his hat. Such bad practice, but we're just gonna go for it. Oh wait, no, his gnome hat needs to be spiky, right? He's just got like a little cone on his head. Oh, you're right, man. I think we definitely need to get this guy promoted. Doing a lot of good work for free. At least gonna be a critical mention in the credits. Oh yeah. making sense about his head. Oh, well, it's because it's an ear. He's a GNOME. We'll figure something out, man. We'll come to some kind of an agreement on this matter. Kind of feeling like the beard needs to go crazy. Absolutely insano style beard. See what I'm talking about? I think he's crushing it. I'm just really scared to actually like make him. I think like we're very quickly gonna go from like, oh wow, that kind of looks like a gnome to being like, man, what happened? What happened? It's the eyes. I don't know. He's so small. The eyes are like 1 pixel. But look, he's immediately just gonna be like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. It's not right. Make him blind. We should call him Garfield. Yeah, I like that name. 7 dwarves of the merchants. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, no, that's actually cool. Yeah, the gnomes could have like the merchant guild. Herobrine gnome. I think that Pinterest wanted to put that one in my new perspective. Yeah, no, I mean, he honestly, it is kind of endearing. I think we need to like change the. We could pick like probably a darker. And then yeah, he could be like kind of. And it would look like he's being all suspicious. What if he was like a goblin gnome? Have you ever seen a goblin gnome? Because I haven't. Now you have. Is this Schween 2026 right here? This is how we're making it to the big leagues, guys. With the goblin gnome. Poor guy. What can we do to make it look less like that? man. Oh, no. Some things aren't meant to change. Oh. And his arm's too high, I think, too. Poor dude. That I've seen him still, I can't. Oh, we're losing him. Yeah, no, I think he's really. Yeah, no, I'm actually curious. I'm familiar with Minecraft story mode, but let's see. Oh, I see. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll have some preset gnomes to cycle through. Excellent, excellent. And then yeah, it'll be a good way to have some variation, but it'll be like a familiar callback. Mm, we need to do something. We're kind of. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh man, he's awesome. What a specimen. All right, let's see him. Let's see there. Um, okay, so if this one's Garfield, all the other gnomes are gonna need names too. He could be Garfield, he could be Green. Oh, he's in my home folder. They always end up in my home folder. That's so not where he's supposed to be. Oh no. Yeah, okay, so you can side quest to heal him, and then that's when he becomes your squire. He's just like forever loyal. Whoa, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. Yes, thank you for curing my jaundice. I will be your squire. I shall protect you till the end of my days. I have the green whispered sickness. Yeah, he looks trustworthy. Wow, these kind of look like his evil minions. Hold on, I have an idea. Um, There. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, I just made that one small. Uh, I don't know why they're not all tiny. Wait. Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah. No, this is a great point that you make. Wizard sickness. We might need you to deliver that, man. This poor guy. Okay, so real quick, just because we've said it, I want to see him looking kind of shifty. Crazy revelation from last stream. Bro, yeah, we just cooked up Mr. Gnome here. So we're just gonna change the type to indicated spray. Nation, spray frame, spray frame. One specific gnome is the only real. No, that would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, they could just kind of suggest that something's off. Is he not? Yeah, no, totally. No, I think you nailed on that. I'm not super familiar with Monty Python. I'll have to read that if we're gonna go back in with that. It's another, I'm very familiar with the name for sure, but just testing. Do we really? I thought that there's just like a root motion. Is there not like a? Oh, well, no, it's default. Fine, I'll attach script. They think I won't. Being humble. He is on the voice acting grind. This guy is about it. Dang, guys, I had no idea that it was. That's crazy. Should have his hands constantly kind of gripping towards the player. Yeah, kind of a shitty vibe. Green gnomes trying to sell you a side quest from all the other gnomes. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be really funny because yeah, like all the other gnomes are gonna be like hooking you up, but then like you're gonna get to this guy and he's gonna be like, hey, do you want to go on this really obnoxious quest for me? Yeah, just go beat this ginormous ogre. Most difficult thing you've done thus far. Just do it for me, your pal, Garfield, the Green Gnome. Dang, okay, so you know, if we have these two NPC-like individuals, this is great. That means next stream we can start like a dialogue inventory system. Do another system building stream. That's just like really important. Like for me, I can't go into a stream just planning on like winging it when it goes like, as far as like building things out. An art stream like this, we can kind of come together. Yeah. But it's nice to have these ideas so we can start working towards these economic goals. Items, side quests. Finish all the side quests, get it. What about Mr. Imp? Is it time to get him in here? You know what I haven't done in a while because we haven't really written any code, but we have done some art. We gotta check into GitHub. Yeah, gnome wizard. Yeah, this stream is totally looking like progress, man. Like, I don't know. I got a lot done off screen before the last stream, but that was like a week ago. And then like this video, I am kind of with you. Stuff got done between the first one and today's, but I wasn't stoked. I mean, you know, holidays, family birthdays, just kind of like a lot. So I'm stoked that this kind of on a whim plan here to just try and get a stream happening tonight is being very productive. Because yeah, I mean we've got a new roster shaping up, and we have mechanics that are going to need to be implemented in order to kind of throw them together. And then yeah, the next devlog, even just off of this stream alone, has some good stuff so far. Got a wizard, got a gnome. I think yeah, the next stream it'll be cool because we can add some basic conversations. That'll be the first step, being able to like interact, and then we can pivot from the conversations into like inventory and the trade system. Starting at the bottom of the barrel and posing clown on top is a good idea. You start basic inventory. I agree with you entirely. I think it's like thematically very fitting, and I think it will be good for the setting. I think also just for the kind of game that we're making, it's kind of perfect. So I'm with you. At the end, it would be kind of cool to make another descent because then it would almost like set us up for the player's next run, right? If they dive back down. Yeah, you're cooking tonight, big boy. Like, locked in, bro. I started to say your name with a straight face sometimes, man. You got some great ideas in your brain. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Every time you beat the game, you could either just totally scale up or you could get access to like a option to scale it up further. There we go. Yeah. Just using slime. Uh, I'm running out of steam, team. What's one more thing that we can do? Yeah. Well, not today, tonight. No, I'm right there with you, man. I think that this project honestly could take a pretty interesting shape. I'm excited to spend more time with it. If we keep having kind of streams like this one, um, then I think that we're gonna be golden in like a couple weeks' time. It's gonna be crazy. Finish the imp and make the gnome. But all gnomes kind of beards. These are all considerations. Important considerations, things that we need to know. Oh man, the ogre too. Yeah, he's been like in cryosleep for like an hour. Bro looks like a couple of potatoes. Alright, yeah, I think that you're kind of cooking here. I think that you're kind of oh, okay. Workspace 3 is open again. So we can move the browser there. Okay. I'm gonna take one more quick intermission here for 3 to 5 minutes, guys. And then we're gonna lock in. How about we do the gnome resprites don't count. That's gonna take like 2 seconds. So let's do imp and ogre, and then we'll call it a night. I'll be right back, team. Thanks for bearing with me. Yeah, no, I think you make a great point, man. Honestly, those kinds of sound effects, those kinds of interactions in general, missing from my portfolio so far. Could definitely be interesting. He's interested, could be cool. Alright. Let's see. Angular head. That's a good idea. Let's move this one out of the way a little bit. Let's not fully get rid of it. We'll just move it out of the way. Actually, I will just get rid of it. Few hours. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. I mean, bad habits, definitely the right way to describe it, but I wish I could work into the night like that. Yeah, I mean, this one's definitely, again, these huge ideas here. I think the rectangular head was totally the right call, but now it's just figuring out the making all of it make sense. Okay, I like that we've got kind of broader kind of build. Get some arms. No, can't have no arms. It's weird proportionally. Pair of fists or either. That's what I'm trying to decide here. Something's really, really wrong. Need to get rid of his face for now. It's upsetting me. What do we need to do with his eyes? What do you think, guys? Angry eyebrows, maybe? Yeah. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. What color should his eyebrows be? That's right, hold on. Let's try Cyclops. Yeah, I'm feeling like that sounds pretty cool, man. Feeling like that sounds pretty cool, man. Make his arms look like. Just normal works. Oh, black Cyclops. Yeah. Still rough, but I feel like he's slowly coming into maybe, maybe not. I think he's looking okay. Trying to figure out how to make it more clear. Just need to do some shading stuff. Yeah, no, totally. I mean, he's not perfect, but I think it's clear that he's definitely some kind of a creature. Yeah, maybe. It's tough though with the colors. I guess it's not even as much of the colors, it's just the simplicity. We could make them go up maybe one more, but it's definitely difficult to kind of get much more than that. That looks pretty good though. We do lose his ear if we choose to do that. I mean, we could do it asymmetric. We'll try that. Went to the home folder again. What is this one even called? Let's plop him, just see how he looks in context. He's not the worst thing in the world. He could probably use a little bit more detail to be on par with everything else. Yeah, Garfield really does just kind of shine. He's a special guy for sure. Yeah, we'll give this guy like a club. Stick. So, I guess another thing we can do. Okay, so last thing that we need to do is the imp. We really have to lock in. I think we started with the concept of Terraria bat with a bald head. I believe that's what the pitch was. This is a tough one. I have no ideas. I'm very tired. But I want to have something. Now our control guy, yeah, he's meant to be here. There's not a lot of things that you can't get rid of or replace. In fact, I would argue very, very few. He's not one of those things. He is always here. He is not going anywhere. We're not finding squat. Wow. Animation. Oh, that's kind of huge. Flying eyeball. Goated. Flying skull is kind of cool. Great. Do it again. Oh, it's actually different one, dude. Yeah, he's like casting spells with this type of stuff. That's kind of interesting. Let's think about that. So, let's just imagine what our take on the skull looks like. Smaller. Random stackable feats and add-ons, absolutely. Wait, where did that just go? Oh, it doesn't handle... Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't handle the removal of white space. Why doesn't it do that? Oh, we just have to throw the whole thing away. The whole thing's the wrong size. It has to be pretty tiny, honestly, in order for this to work. I don't even really know how to achieve that. It's gonna be like that big. We got... Jesus Christ. there's enough people who need gambling, but for every person who needs gambling, there's like 3 times as many people who are going to pretend to be super into it. They will all play the game. Just be flying skulls minus the wings. Yeah, that's true. We could have some kind of like wispy magic happening. I don't know why this is so hard for me. I think it really is because I'm just not really locked in anymore. I'm gonna go at this at least a couple more minutes, man. This isn't the kind of thing that I'm just gonna like be able to completely turn away from, not without one more good effort. I'm just defeated because we haven't really started at any point. There's been like a couple ideas, but they've been really not coming together for this guy. Other stuff has. By no means am I tunnel vision on the lack of success here. I'm just kind of annoyed that I can't make anything happen. Maybe I should try it from the other direction. Oh, if I couldn't do it facing right, I'd definitely do it. Omri colors, call it. Yeah, that's fair enough. We can knock a couple of those out. Yeah. I mean, quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. So, what details are going to change? Like, they're obviously not all going to be ill. Are we going to have different beard colors? Are we going to have different hat colors, shirt colors? Like, what's eye colors? Like, what's our vibe? Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I appreciate the patience. Trying to splash a little bit of water in my face. Wake up a little bit on my snoozing out team. Can I get like a show of hands? Would anyone be super disappointed if we pick this back up on the stream tomorrow night? Thanks, man. I appreciate your understanding. As long as everyone else doesn't mind if I wrap this up here. I was trying to prolong the inevitable for a little while here, but there's no reason to sit here and convince you guys that I'm not tired. So I'll probably wrap up here for tonight. I think that we got a lot of good work done. I think we can kind of save where we're at right here. And yeah, I mean, if I sleep a little bit tonight, then we can plan to hit the ground running tomorrow. Probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow. Oh man, it says stream starting again. But yeah, no, this was really, whoa. Okay. There we go. This is really hype stuff, guys. I appreciate you for popping out tonight, hanging out, coming up with some great ideas. We cooked up some really cool stuff. I couldn't have done it without you guys. But yeah, no, I super appreciate you guys and looking forward to picking this up tomorrow. I think probably around 8:30 we'll get going again. And yeah, we'll start off. I'll think about this during the day tomorrow. Start off with the gnomes and the imp, and then we'll start building the actual systems for all of this stuff. Start giving some purpose and start prototyping out the interactions that we have planned for the different characters. Let's also plan to write this stuff down at the start of the stream. We had some good like documentation going in the beginning. We still have it. We just need to use it. So yeah. Last time I'll say, guys, thanks for popping out. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy and have a nice night, guys. Catch you later.